Welcome back, everybody. Your host, the most here, Starborn, Feline, coming with a new episode of, or rather not a new episode, but like another round of summoning from FGO, Fate Grand Order. So currently we are in the middle of one of the major events, Order Call 3, and to my pleasant surprise, BB Dubai has been released early. So BB Dubai was meant to be the summer servant, one of the main summer servants for this year, but she got released early. So, we are going to do some rolls. Hopefully we get lucky. I have been saving tickets up to summon for BB Dubai as my second grand in the extra class. So, fingers crossed we can get 4 copies of her. Maybe, if we're lucky, 5. But we will have to wait and see where that goes. For now, we are going to start with a few tickets. And see where that goes. So I should have more than enough to summon... to pull at least a couple copies if I get on very unlucky with Petey. Okay, answer. No big deal. So buckle in, this is going to be a long one, unfortunately. Well, depending on how you want to look at it. Because like I said, this is one I've been seeing up for a while now. Honestly, BB Dubai is a really flexible character if you're early off in the game. It might not be a bad idea to pull for her. Because she is an art servant, so she has a lot of flexibility and options as far as support goes. And what makes her really unique as far as 5 stars goes is that she can change the type of MP she has. And what I mean by that is, there are other servants who can change it, as in change the typing, like you can go from Buster, Art, Quick, yada yada yada. But not BB Dubai. She can change if she wants to do a support NP, where she can basically give everybody invisibility for a turn, or she can choose to do a damage NP instead. Which, honestly, I don't think I've seen another servant who really does that. I've seen servants who will do like a mix of both, but typically it's never near to the effect of what BB Dubai can do. Like they might get a little bit like not invulnerability, but they may get a little bit of what's it called? They may get a little bit of like evasion, defense up, something like that on top of dealing damage to the enemy, but typically it's nothing too crazy. The closest comparison I can think of would probably be Victoria Summer, Manny, Bob, what do you want to call her, as our closest comparison to a servant who can do what BB Dubai does. But Castoria is meant to be more so a single target, whereas BB Dubai is going to be an AoE. And even if you don't want to use her for damage, just use her as like an extra support, that's not necessarily a bad thing. On top of that, she's with 2 really good just extra class servants. Summer Mysterious Alter X, who is a Mooncaster if I'm not mistaken. And I believe I forget what the other I meant Essence. Doesn't matter if we need a few of those. Yeah, we got double up there. That's fine. Mysterious Summer X, and then here we go. Tinokli Dan. Or Tenno, if you want to be a bit more simple. There's also Moon Cancer, which is not a bad thing. Let's do one big course. So I did pay a little bit here to get the last little bit I needed to be able to do the pity. It was just short, but that's fine. And then we will do... So my plan is just to switch back and forth between the 2 since I want to try see how lucky I can get with these tickets. But like, since I know this is going to be a longer episode, I'm not going to bore y'all with just, you know, seeing the same animation over and over again. We got a lot of the event essence, which is good. I did one test roll earlier with CL, and I did get this Tamamo essence. Not a big deal, nothing really unique outside of that, but anyway. So yeah, BB Dubai is like my second grand. For those who are not here for the first, alluding to my other episode, my other servant, as far as extra class goes for grand, is going to be Draco. Draco is one of the first beast servants, and is a single target art servant. with nasty potential to snowball if you can get enough of the right cards on her, which include a lot of burn. Command codes, craft assistants, and just other team members who can also put burn are good as well. But Beauty Dubai, like I said, since she's been more mixed bag, what I'm gonna try and focus more on her is just things like MP, Star Gen, things like that. I haven't gotten all the details worked out just yet, but there's some really good cards coming out from this. Not cards, but craft essences that, not craft essences, command codes. There are some good command codes that come out with this event as well that we're working through. By the time we record this, we're just about to head into early August. So, the shop should reset, and since we'll have a bunch of just, what's it called? A bunch of quartz flying around, I should be able to just buy the tickets, the materials, and what else have you? The food crystals I need to get BB to buy up to max. Unfortunately, I won't be able to 120 her this round, but that's fine. There's going to be plenty of opportunities in the future, and I'm going to feel that certain figure out well. By the end of this, we'll have hit about 120 summons, if my math is not mistaken. So nowhere near pity, but still fairly. The fact that we haven't even got any of the other banner services surprises me. Mainly just crafting so far. Imagine we do get like the pity BBs, but none of the other servants. That would be something. Free exited out double digits. I mean, that's not surprising. Go to about 90% in this. New? Oh, one with the moon. That's the new one. What did this one do? Okay, don't pull them pots. That's fine. Increase arts effectiveness by 10%, MP strength by 10%, gain by 50 for yourself. Decent. Sure, spread. Your primary and attack. If you had NP gain on there somewhere, or not, yeah, if you have certain charge, that'd be really good, honestly. But sadly, it's not. And I unfortunately don't have any catalysts to really use for BB to buy here. So. I was planning to do like a little thing for summer where I create like. You saw those comedies, my Alice thing, where I created like a little comedy summing thing. I was gonna do something for you to buy with Akuno. One male, one female version, but unfortunately don't have time. My gosh, we're getting really unlucky here. At least with when I did Draco, I got a few Lacostas along the way. No, I've saved so much for this one. I'm mainly just getting summer crap. I can't imagine they would have tweaked the results to be so bad for that's our summoning skill. Harry wants to do like a cleansing summon, but I don't think that's going to help much in this case. Oh, it might, so we'll probably do it after this one. problem is we can't really be spooked by BB Dubai in this one because I'm not going to do that. Wrong button. There. Because as Mooncancer, we don't have any free-to-play Mooncancer services as far as I recall. So let's just do one of these as a quick just cleanse, see if we get anything good out of this. Get that out of the way so we can probably check that out. Oh! I will probably get those later. Oh! Here we go! It's your Hero X. Finally, we got one. Oh, something messed up there, so I thought maybe we were gonna get lucky, but no. They even give her the robotic voice. Nice little touch. She's confuses us. I wear black armor. すべての実りを収穫するものと呼ぶといいでしょう。すなわち実りとは因果とか伏線とか、あと食べ物的な意味で。Okay. You know what? No, let's keep it better. So we got double X at least. Two servants. Since, yeah. So, going by what I'm saying, I'm not expecting any spooks here. As far as Mooncancer goes, because like. Ooh, ooh, ooh! That's one! That's one! Yes!
Wow! 人類最後の楽園、未来のドバイにようこそ。私は BB ドバイ。快適な都市観光を約束する最大にして最上級のセレブリティ AI です。私の手は安らかなベッド、私の胸は理想のファーム。出荷前の羊のように何があってもお守りしますので、精一杯楽しんでくださいね。
Yeah! Okay. Let's keep going, shall we? Okay, another servant. I was gonna say, watch me get back-to-back device, but no. I'm not gonna get that lucky. BB's not that nice. I know some people out there are gonna call me crazy for skipping CL for Dubai, but for me, BB's worth it, honestly. Like, a versatile servant's always going to be more interesting to me versus one that's just hit hard, big numbers. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind Buster Servants. Heck, my Grand Saber is going to be Richard the Lionheart, who is a mainly Buster Servant, but I find him interesting enough because he has mechanics where you want to play around in plans to try and hit as many enemies as possible with like his MP or his other standard attacks versus say something like maybe Artoria or Siku. Like not the best selections. Not Muramasa. No, yeah, Muramasa is a good option as well. Or maybe I'm forgetting her name. People are gonna flame me in the comments, but the Samurai from Mythical Remnant, the latest version of. Why am I blinking at her name all of a sudden? Musashi, there we go. Musashi is probably gonna be a lot of people's like brand. Don't get me wrong, she's not a bad servant. She's a fantastic servant. She's just not interesting to me because she is literally just hit button big numbers, and I find that a little boring, honestly. But anyway, moving on. And path sequences. Thankfully, we still got a good amount of course left. I'm burning through my tickets faster than I thought, but what was I expecting? It's a shame they don't just add like an option to just do 10 spins on tickets. Like, just switch the buttons, you know? If I don't think I'm gonna hit max space, but I might actually, because I accidentally grabbed a bunch of like materials I had in my my extra storage earlier. So that was a bonehead move on my part, honestly. So if you see a cut or a break, then you'll know why. I had to like actually go back and like empty some stuff out, either burn servants or just start loading up BB buys. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised BB got as much representation as she has over the years. Not that it's a bad thing, it's just that I never thought she would be that big of a character. When you talk about Fate, most people talk about Rin, Shiro, or Toria. Sakura, sure, but BB's a bit of an obscure character. Oh! New craft instance. We'll take that. Let's see, what is this? Restart course to 50%. Thinking about all MP. Oh, this is a better demonic bodhisattva. Oh, I hope we get a few more of those, because that would actually be really good on BB Dubai. Okay, servants. That's a good start. Oh, no, the new craftsmen. I will take those. The new craftsmen mean more flexibility than anything else. Probably save the extra like the spare tickets for what's it called, once we do the reset, because that way I can actually get more summons that way. You know what I'm probably gonna do? I'm just probably not gonna upload this episode just to give myself a little bit of a break. Because I've been working through a backlog of videos I've had. For those who've been wondering, I've been doing a playthrough of Deltarune over on my Twitch, Feline. Sorry, twitch.com/Feline. For those who've been wanting to see me do some other stuff besides gotchas. I didn't really announce this, but I did stop doing Reverse 1999. Don't get me wrong, I've been enjoying it, it's just that it hasn't gotten any views. It's done over 100 episodes, and not many people have seen those. I've been live maybe 5-6 views. Even then, those have been like kind of short. I might do them as shorts for some of the more interesting parts of my playthroughs. Not much views. Things like my Delta Rune have been getting like 1,000 to 2,000 views a piece, which is great. Don't get me wrong. And I've gotten more subscribers out of those than I have anything else I've done on the channel so far. Oh yes! That's two. Excuse me. If by some miracle we end up getting an MP5 BB Dubai by the end of this, I am probably going to use whatever's left of my tickets and my quartz to try and roll for CL, honestly. Because she is a rather nice servant. Apparently if you're wanting to roll for her, if you haven't already, want to really aim for at minimum an NP2 CL, because apparently that's how you get the best mileage out of her. You can shoot for higher, but NP2 is the minimum. Depending on the servant, you honestly don't need to get NP2 or even so much try to shoot for NP5 like I am, unless you're going to make them a brand, in my opinion. I think I already said this before, but it's still good something to, you know, mention. Okay. Around ports. Have I like no? I mean, my first DB I came out of a ticket. I was gonna say, if I only get her out of like the course, it's gonna be kind of on brand for DB. Oh. Yes. Oh wait, no. Okay, there we go. There's the other banner servants. I was wondering when she would show up. Hello, Tenno. You spooked me, but that's not a bad thing. You're still a good servant, and you'll be fun to play with. Jeez, so many craft instances there.
私のトラマカ好きなら当然ですね。サーバントテノチティトラン。今回は名をかぶる必要がないので、初めから本来の名前で来ました。偽名では届け出が出せませんしね。なぜムーンキャンサーなのかですか？もう私の逸話忘れないでください。世界で最も美しい水上都市月の湖ですよ。
Okay. As sweet as that was, I will say don't fall for it. If you know... If you're a Tenno fan, you know you know. Even if you're not a Tenno fan, if you're just into the lore a little bit. Kid, you know, I am curious, will we ever see like an improved version of Billy the Kid? Maybe this is just me, but I kind of want to see a few more representation for servants outside of Japan. Because there are like a lot of good options out there. Africa, Korea, Taiwan, you name it, there's gotta be at least a few servants we can get out. But some of the more notable ones we've had are typically Japanese servants, don't get me wrong, this is a Japanese game, but I would love to see them pull out other characters. I can't understand why they wouldn't do it though. Because for one, they probably don't want to offend people too much. But you get interesting servants like Quetzalcoatl and Kukulkan, as well as like no, I'd say Twilight, but that's not right. This gotta be Pokemon. Like just gotta be Pokemon Tez. Interesting, and they're not Japanese servants, and people love them for it. But like I said, I also understand like there's a bit of cultural sensitivity to some of these characters. If they're misrepresented, people are gonna riot in the streets basically. So it's fair that we don't always see them represented. Okay, let's do it. Sure. It's gonna be another one where it's just like crafted out the wazoo. Oof, yeah, it was. And some 3-star servants. I mean, not the worst in the world. They can be burned for materials and keep you all that. So something at least. Boo. David. Honestly, Luke Boo and a few other characters from the not Dream Force, the Three Kingdoms novel. They should be given like upgrades. Like as long as they've been with the game since its inception. Like Medea, well, she kind of got her 4-star, so she's a little bit okay there. But I would love to see like update Medea, something like not necessarily a summer her, but maybe give her like a Santa, a Halloween version, because like she is considered the witch of betrayal. So having her take on like a 4-star, at least a 4-star version as a Halloween servant would not be amiss. Liu Bu, maybe do a Chinese of the West sort of themed event. With Liu Bu, bring in some new characters. That would be interesting. I can see Liu Bu being made up to if not an Avenger, a Pretender, because like he was known for just switching sides to fit wherever he wanted to do at the time. Micario? Whatever. I know he's getting bonuses out of the events right now. And or Dio Call 3 if you're playing through that one. Answer. Probably once we get through the last of my tickets, I might put a small pin in it because like I lost track of how many BB Dubais I've got. I don't have like any sort of like layout or anything that's used to track, but that's on me more than anything. But I know I'm at 3 at minimum. I want to double check to make sure I don't like just overshoot and start summoning extra copies, which we do not need. We can get coins out of our bonds, and just getting copies at this point would just go into me getting. Well, what would be the worst thing? For those who don't know, and a lot of people probably have forgotten about this as well, if you get max ranks of a servant and then you see like extra copies, like say Karna, Artoria, or any other 5-star servant that's in the like the summoning pool, you start getting little monuments or medallions. I forget what they're called. Basically, you get little tokens that you can, once you get like 10 of them, you can trade in for something you don't have. So that's fun. The problem with that system is 5-stars are rare, and at this point in time, there's enough diversity that any servants you get to rank 5 are probably only unless you're a huge whale, you probably don't have many servants at rank 5 unless they're like your absolute favorite who've just been weirdly unlucky with summoning them. Like I can see a few people who maybe like have that weird luck where they just for a reason keep summoning that one servant, you know. Oh, I think I passed. Oh, really now. I passed the point, so might as well just keep committing. I get so caught up in talking. There we go. Another 10-0. Oh, that's gold. What do we got? Okay. 10 again. That's fine. One. know I got her. So I know I got enough to make Baby Divine my brand. I want to see if we can get her to max rank. So fingers crossed we get her at least one more copy sooner rather than later. The last one there. We'll hold off on maybe any more tickets. Hide's another one I feel should get some kind of event at some point. Again, at least minimum 4-star. Okay. Well, and I'm gonna pause real quick. I want to double check and be right back. Okay, we're back. So I did double check, and I have fewer baby Dubais than I thought. I still need one more to get the minimum for my grand. So from here, I'm just gonna be seeing port summons. Like I said, I'm gonna skip ahead to make things a bit more convenient because I don't worry at like the half-hour mark. I don't want to keep you guys here like another for like 2 hours just me summoning. Oh, that's a 5-star. Yeah! So that's rank 3, so that's good. Let's go. We might get her with Kitty at the worst case scenario. Wait, foreigner? Oh, he's right here next. Oh, that could be wrong. I don't know. I thought for sure Antenna were moon cancers. Good choice gets me. I'm like, ooh, are we gonna do something good? But no, it's just animation screwed up. Even if you get a bunch, so fun fact, if you get a bunch, or not a fun fact, great tip, if you get a bunch of just copy craft instances, don't just burn them. You can actually stuff them into your lower rarity ones, typically a 2 or a 3. Especially when there's like a bonus going on. If you do this, you can actually use you can max out low craft instances, and then stuff those into your actual higher rarity craft instances. Oh, Hercules! I haven't seen that guy forever. I don't even think I think that's my NP2 Hercules. I don't think I've seen him as someone in a while. But yeah, anyway, stuff your extra craft instances to lower levels, like a 2 or 3. Ones usually aren't worth it. And then once you get them maxed out, stuff those extra craft instances into the actual high rarity craft instances you want to use. Typically you're going to use your like primarily attack like craft instance for your actual DPS, and then supports when you get your HP craft instances. Nobody likes to do a little bit more fanfare, but like since it's been going on for a while, I'm also going to try and respect your times a little bit here. We got rank 3 in all the servants from this banner, at least. Another servant. Oof, that was a really bad one. We should be about to hit Pity if I'm not mistaken. I think this next one's pity if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. This is servant. Okay. Another goal, so that's good. Oh, you both faked me out that time. So far they've matched Beauty Dubai, if I'm not mistaken. No, I actually think they've exceeded Beauty Dubai. I've actually got 2 max copies of that. When that Crash System first came out, I could not get away from it for some reason. I sworn we should have hit pity by now. Kendall's maxed out at this point. I get one more. Yep, there you are. So now you're maxed out, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, last roll. I'm not gonna complain, I've got enough babies. I could have sworn I should have hit pity by now, but oh well. Well, that's gonna have to be it for tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully your rolls go a little bit better, but until next time, remember to be kind, track us on tomorrow, and I hope you have a great day, evening, once you watch this. It's been Star1 Feline, sign off, and I was saying a goodbye.